and welcome to another 20-Minute Tech. This is professional development for Irving Middle School teachers, and this one is going to be about Google Forms and Flubaroo. Flubaroo is a way that you can grade assessments automatically. So we will talk about creating a simple form or assessment, give you the design options for the form, and sharing the form with your students. How do you distribute? And finally, the Flubaroo part of this. Here we go. So today we're going to create a form. A form is something that you can assess or get input from students or from adults as well. In your Google Docs, would you please click Create Form, and you may title your form whatever type of assessment you're doing. Up at the top, there are three options in our Fairfax County Public Schools accounts. One is that you would require a sign-in. This is probably good if you want to track who is filling out the form. The other option here is automatically collect respondents' username. With students, the username is going to be their student number. This may not be as helpful to you, but at least you're going to have a record of who is filling in your form. In Google, the form comes out with two sample questions already set up, ready for you to type. I'm in edit mode on sample question 1. I am not in sample question 2. The edit mode is the little pencil on the right. So I've begun making a assessment. Mine is electrical energy, and I've already put in 3 questions. These first 2 are multiple choice. This last one is a fill in the blank, which I left it as a large blank, but I'll show you how you can change that under edit rather than paragraph text. So I've switched this from a paragraph to just text because it's going to be a short answer. Actually, it's a single word. If you want to add another item, up at the upper left-hand corner, there's Add Item. And you get to choose what type of question you're going to ask. As you can see, I've written the question under question title. You can give hints, and you can add your different distractors. At the bottom, it's important to notice, make this a required question. Student cannot go on unless they answer the question. They will not be able to finish the form. Click Done when you're finished editing. When you're all finished with your quiz, the next part is to make it look pretty, and that's your theme. Google has lots of different themes for you to choose from. If it's something that you want to get really fancy with, they do have a lot of choices. At the moment, you cannot design your own, but hopefully there are enough in here that your form will look good. There are 2 ways to distribute this form to your students. One way is to email the form, and you simply would choose different students based on a name, and they will receive the form in their email. The other method to distribute the form is through a URL. That's an address. Every form is located on the internet and can be accessed with the address. I'm going to click on this live form right now. This form can only be accessed through the FCPS login. When a student clicks on the link to that URL, they will first be asked to log into Google Docs. That's if you set it up correctly in the beginning. Let me review. Remember, we marked 2 of these options. This second one is what requires a login to view the form. Now let's look at the back end and when you would collect your responses. Return back to your documents and you should see a spreadsheet that is the same as your form. Click on the spreadsheet. I've actually taken this assessment 3 times and you can see that. Here are my answers, and here are the questions across the top. Now I want to have the test graded. It's actually a script. You would find that script under Tools, Script Gallery, and if you look under the Education section, you will find something called Flubaroo. First you install it, Installing includes authorizing the script to run, and you'll get the Now You Can Run the Script option. You'll see at the top a new menu item called Flubaroo. Click that, and there should be an option for grading the assignment. Here are all of your questions and how many points they are worth. This screen asks you which submission is going to be your key. So you have to take the assessment. You take it one time, that becomes the key. When Flubaroo is done, you can view your grades. It does a very nice job of listing the users. It tells you what kind of grade they got, how many times they submitted. It's a wonderful tool and very easy, lots of data to use. Last part of this training is your menu. If you need to return to your form, if you need to edit your form, if you want to send it out, if you want to go to the live page, and yes, you can embed this form in a web page, including Blackboard. All of those tools are right there from within the spreadsheet. So if I want to go back and change my questions, I can do so there. Or if I want to see what my form looks like online, I can do so there. One last option that you can do is you can stop accepting responses. If you feel that students are returning to it over and over and over again, just uncheck this and no longer can anyone add to your form. And that's it for Google Forms and Flubaroo. There will be more information for advanced features also on the blog.